What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Thanks for tuning in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Much love, y'all. I appreciate all the love and the support. If you haven't yet, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like to support the channel, CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. That's CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Now, I just wanted to come to y'all real quick and talk to y'all about the whole Juice World situation. You know, rest in peace to Juice World. And what I wanted to come by and talk about is the fact that we're not really understanding how serious this opioid epidemic is and who these opioids are targeted and promoted to nowadays. See, a lot of us growing up, you know, a lot of us that come from African American or Negroid background, you know, we only really deal with opioids when it's prescribed by a doctor or something for the most part. But what we don't understand is that with the surge of the internet and lately within the past 10 years, the dark web, you know, it's a lot easier to get these opioids. It's a lot easier. And now, what the government has allowed all of these types of drugs to be in the streets. And a lot of your older drugs are now replaced with the opioids. Like the opioid Xanax pretty much has replaced the actual heroin or heroin. You know, there's not a lot of heroin in the streets, but there's a lot of Xanax pills. There's a lot of Percocets, but there's not a lot of coke. There's not a lot of dope. And that's for a reason. And also, they used certain guys in hip hop to promote this drug culture. And Juice WRLD even said that when he was young, what made him want to sip lean was him listening to Future. Now, I'm not saying let's throw all the blame on Future, because we can't at the end of the day. Juice WRLD has a family. He had parents. You know, he had parental advisement in his life. But see, this is the gift and the curse when you become a celebrity, i.e. a public figure. People begin to worship you. You become what they call a demigod. And guys like Future is on that level. They're on that status of being a demigod, where people actually worship everything they do and say. So, with that being said, with Future having that type of status, he influenced a whole generation of children that he may not know he have influenced. But there's a lot of Juice WRLDs out here. There's a lot of guys who listen to his music and indulge in the drugs that he speak about because of his influence. Because of the fact that he made the shit so cool. When Really, all Future was doing was selling you guys a lifestyle to buy into so he can get rich, because that's what a quote-unquote hip-hop artist or entertainer is. Most entertainers are not selling you their life. And that is the message of this video. If you are an entertainer, if you're a up-and-coming entertainer, if you're aspiring to be one, always remain yourself. Never let another person's life or what other people do in their life influence you, because at the end of the day, a lot of these entertainers are doing just that. They're entertaining you. They're not living the life that they're promoting to you. Future does not do any of those drugs that he promoted. And understand that a lot of these guys are sponsored and they make a lot of money for promoting these things. Understand that celebrities are walking billboards. They are here to promote what they want, what they're being paid to promote you. So if a rapper works for a rap label that's in bed with pharmaceutical companies, of course they're going to use their artists to promote the pharmaceutical drugs, because everybody gets paid from it. You see? So this is what they do. This is why you notice a lot of your liquors and stuff like that is promoted by these artists. It is because they're trying to sell you on a lifestyle. So don't just watch these people, children, and think that, oh, I'm going to go and live like Jay-Z, or I'm going to go and live like Jeezy. You know, because these guys are not living that lifestyle. You know, back in the mid to late 2000s, when Jeezy was popular, he had everybody wanting to be the next kingpin, because we believed that that's what Jeezy was. When Jeezy was never that. Jeezy was a rapper. And when you hear a lot of the BMF stories come out, that's what they tell you. A lot of those guys that you saw in the forefront were rappers. Them guys were not drug dealers. That's why these guys didn't do any prison time, because a lot of these guys were just artists. They were part of an illusion. And that's what I want. Yeah, I want these young men and young women to understand that they're just living an illusion, and not to partake in this illusion, because if you believe the illusion, that is what can kill you. That is what can cost you your life, and it could cost you your freedom, because you actually believe what you're hearing and what you see, and none of this shit is real. Understand what promotion and marketing is. It's all convincing you to make you believe something that's not as so. Understand that these hip-hop artists are just here to sell you a product. That's what they are. That's what they're used for. They're not here for you to worship and to idolize. They are humans like you. And they're actually nothing but workers. They're nothing but high-paid slaves, man. Live your life. Understand what you're here for. If you want to do music, but make sure you own and control everything about your image, because that's what you are selling when they say sell your soul. When they say sell your soul, you are selling who you are. You're selling the essence of who you are in exchange for money. That is what it is when you sell your soul. When you allow them to control your image. When you allow them to control your voice. When you allow them to make money off of everything you do and say, and you are in control of none of that. That is what selling your soul is. And there should be no amount of money that can purchase your soul. Because once your soul is purchased, you cannot buy it back. And sometimes you can sell your soul to these drugs and to the lifestyle that this industry offers you. And that's what happened with Juice WRLD. That's what happened with Juice WRLD, man. That's what happened with Little Pete. That's what happened to Fredo Santana. That's what happened to a lot of these guys who died off these drugs, man. So, rest in peace to Juice WRLD, rest in peace Lil Pete, rest in peace Fredo Santana, and everybody else, man, who died at the hands of this opioid epidemic due to listening and being influenced by these music artists, man. Sheep stay sleep, man. Wise ones awoke, man. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, y'all, we gotta heal before we build. We gotta heal before we build, man. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Donate. CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. That's CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. We out. Peace.